we are kicking off the show with the perfect project to pull off in February. All you need is a little $3 container from Target and a few roses for major floral satisfaction. Today, we are showing you how to make a sweet heart-shaped Valentine centerpiece. No floral arranging skills necessary, which is really good for me because I'm not any good at that. It's an easy floral project that comes to us from our friend and design consultant, Lauren Oviatt. Welcome back. It's good to see you.
You too.
All right, this is so fun, and you say simple, and we don't need any floral arranging skills, which I'm here for because I feel like I'm never very good at this.
Yes, well, I mean, there's a lot to think about. And so when I saw this container, I was like, this is going to be, and I always say like, oh, this is easy. Don't overthink it. But truly, you don't have to worry about stem height or anything. We're really just cutting the buds and putting them in this vase. So it really is so simple.
So what inspired this idea?
Well, I was cruising Target with my daughter, and I usually try to avoid the dollar spot because I'm like, it's just stuff I don't need. It's always stuff I don't need. But I found these adorable, and I love Valentine's Day. I found these adorable clear vases, and instantly I thought, I can do something with this. It's $3. They were in the dollar spot. And so I brought it home and I thought, okay, I'm gonna, I do these little weekend blooms on my Instagram, and I thought, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be really fun. And then I got looking at it and I thought, I could probably improve upon this container a little bit. So then I got my glue gun out and some ribbon that I had left over, and I really gussied it up, and it turned out to be a really fun project. I have had feedback from people saying, I bought 3 of them, and me and my girlfriend sat one night and we did this
great
as like,
idea.
Gifts for ourselves or gifts for friends. And so it really is something you can sit and create and have fun and bond over and give it as a gift.
I love that. And where would you display this once we have it done? And we'll show you how to do it in just a minute.
Sure. I mean, you could put it on your entry table.
Oh,
you could put a series of them down your kitchen island if you're entertaining. Yeah. If you're having a little Valentine's get together.
For $3 a pop, you could have several of these.
Yes.
Right?
And always like mass, and mass is good for impact. But they're just so darling. And it really, once it's full, it's really fun to look at.
Okay, this is gonna be so cute. So we're gonna make one in just a minute, but walk us through the supplies that we're gonna need to pull this off.
Sure. I really wanted to find flowers that were not exotic or hard to find. So grocery store flowers, and really what you want to start with, the very most important thing is the shape of the flower.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
So we have roses that I'm going to have you arrange. The nice thing about the rose is it is bulb-like on the bottom, and it's going to sit really well in this little hole that the vase has created. So I'm going to use tulips, but that, if you can find roses, you're golden.
So what would be a what not to do type of flower?
Well, I wouldn't do like a lily or a daisy or something that's really floppy, because it will sit, like even those Gerber daisies will sit really flat in the vase. So the rose is really nice because it lifts off and it's going to sit really well in that little hole.
Yeah. And it's big enough, it seems like, to fill that in, right?
It's going to take all of the stress away of like things flopping over or being too tall and not being able to keep it down to scale.
Okay, so and I like that we've got more than roses for the options. So you're going to use tulips, I'll use roses in a minute.
Yeah.
You dressed this up so cute though. What did you do over here?
Oh, well, I'm not much of a crafter, but I'm like, this is kind of plain. So
will you show me what you did?
I had some ribbon left over. I've cut yours. You'll use red, I'll use pink. But really all we're going to do is we're going to start right here in the corner, put a little, maybe do 2, so 1 little drop there and 1 there. And we're going to take our ribbon, scallops down.
It's so cute, the scallop ribbon is darling.
Start right in the corner.
And I love how you overlapped it in yours. We'll probably just have enough time for a single, but.
So that's really all you do. We're just gonna keep doing our little dots of hot glue. And this ribbon is from Anthropology, it's from Christmas time. But the feedback that I've had from some of my followers is like, just go to Michael's, get a 2-inch ribbon. I think the key is look for a ribbon that has some impact. So if it has a little ruffle, it might have a little glitter. The thicker ribbon will show up more, especially if you have a filler that's going to cover a little bit more of your container. But really, that's all you're doing, and it is just darling.
Right, we're just hitting the colors. I love the idea of like the different textures, whether you've got some of the sequin or we were doing, we had some ribbon the other day on the show that was like fluffy and like feathery, and that was so cute. So many fun options.
Whatever style you like. If it's for, your mother-in-law or a girlfriend, you can pick the colors that they like.
Yes, look at that. I am not a crafter, and I just did this, and I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah.
So once we do the sides.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep, you did it.
All right. I should stop while I'm ahead.
Yeah, you're great. So there's a little water next to you, so you can grab that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe before you put the lid on, put just an inch or
even
two
think
of
about the
water.
Okay, yeah. A little bit of water.
And then you can put your lid on and away we go.
Okay, you need some water.
Okay, I'll take some water.
All right, so away we go. That means I'm gonna start with the biggest flower, right?
Start with your biggest flower. So roses, you should be able to find them this week at Costco, Smith's Marketplace. I heard that Trader Joe's is only getting a little bit.
Oh, really?
Like they're on like.
Because I do love Trader Joe's for flowers.
Right?
They always have a good option and they're not too expensive. But I feel like most grocery stores right now, Smith's Marketplace, you were saying, is really good.
Whole Foods.
Do we want them to stand up straight or can they be angled?
They're doing great. That's perfect. I would go straight and
cut it just a little bit.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. So as long as they're touching the water, there's no length.
All right, and I like how you just corrected, I need to cut it at an angle, right?
You can cut it at an angle. They say that the flower will drink more water if you cut it at an angle.
Okay.
The nice thing about this too is like you can take your flowers and just hack them away. Like you're not taking the leaves off. You're not taking the thorns off. You're literally just cutting it right at the top.
I like
and
this.
Putting it right in.
Now you do have some of these smaller flowers. What are we doing with those? What's the purpose of the smaller ones that we have in our vases?
So just to kind of create something that's a little bit interesting, I got a couple different fillers. So in home design, when we're doing patterns, we talk about large scale, medium scale, small scale.
I love that you're connecting
And so we're taking those same principles here, but we're starting with the rose, and you could really finish with just the red rose. It's beautiful. The two flowers that you're working with, aside from the rose, are just a carnation. It's a variegated red and white carnation. And then I have this little filler, which is called wax flower, and it is just beautiful. It kind of like makes it feathery, kind of takes the fuss out of it. If you feel like, oh, I'm a perfectionist, oh, my roses aren't domed, like it's not working out, then we take this smaller filler flower and put it in there, and then it just kind of softens all of your edges, which is so, so nice.
Okay, these are so cute, but if I can't find the heart, because everyone's gotten them after you posted it, what can I do?
Right, so any time of year, you can take a bowl, a ramekin, any container that you have that is low and flat, and you can use Scotch tape if you want. This is just a small floral tape, but all you're doing is creating a grid across the top so that you can kind of follow the same formula. So
and it's
again,
holding it in place just like this.
And if you can find something that's egg-shaped in the springtime or star-shaped for 4th of July, it's just a really simple way to give a gift.
Darling.
And you're using the same techniques.
So much inspiration. Thank you. Where can we get more of your floral inspiration and design inspiration?
Well, my weekend blooms I do for fun on my Instagram. So that's kind of where I'm posting my content.
Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate it.